Okay, I'm right back here with a NFL Week 9 recap. As you've seen by now, the Cowboys went down on Monday Night Football at home, 28-14. So I worked last night. Okay, I worked last night. I DVR'd the game and I watched it um, to get my opinion on the Cowboys. Um, so I'm gonna get right on into the Cowboys. It's prescription shades. Don't worry about that. All right. So I was just taking notes, things I wanted to comment on. All right. First quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it was 7-0. They left with a missed field goal and a end zone interception. The score could have been from 10 to 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. If you go for the 17-0, that could have changed the whole complexion of the game. That could have changed the whole complexion of the game because that would make them push and push. Um, so they left points on the field, turnovers. All right, defense. I'm not going to be too hard on the defense because the previous 7 games they played good enough for you to have gone into this game 3-4. So they had a bad night. But then if you look, the offense wasn't. They didn't help each other out last night, but more so the offense didn't help the defense. So what I'm gonna say about the defense, I'm starting to see this blitz. It was one blitz I seen. I think two linemen, their right guard and tackle, just blocked like 4 people. So I think it was predictable. So they got to be more use more imagination on the blitz. Um, they couldn't get them guys off the field last night. If they could have got some, I mean, their third down percentage had to be about 70 or 80%. They just couldn't get the guys off the field. Even the long 3rd and 10, they got 28 yards. And if you had, I believe you had Jaden Smith or Vanderish in that spot with Lee, they would have got down the field. He was just a little short on that 3rd and 10. They got 28 yards. So this was the worst game by far by the defense. But I'm not wanting to go all in on the defense because the previous 7 games they played well enough for you to win all of them. They just got to get more creative because I got confidence, unlike with the offense, that the defense will correct and fix these problems as much as their talent will let them fix the problems. But you got a lot of throwing teams and quarterbacks coming up. Um, Carson Wentz, Drew Brees. So, but I'm gonna lay off the defense. They couldn't make them big stops on 3rd downs. They gave up that allowed them to keep drives going, and they gave up too many big plays. But other than that, I got confidence that they're a regroup. What else? What else? I just wrote stuff everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, Byron Jones. Thank you. Because when they went out there and celebrated at the star on the star, more of you should have went out there and be like, no, we ain't having that. He's the only one in the video clip, much of the video clip that I seen that went out there and broke that up. You would have thought that more than would have went out there, and that would have galvanized the team, and they would have crushed them from there. But that didn't happen. I wrote down penalties. Too many penalties, stopping momentum. I already said about it could have been 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. You got the missed field goal and red zone turnovers. I mean, I just don't know what they were trying to do offensively. Zeke didn't have too many negative runs. He wasn't getting busted up in the backfield like was getting busted up against Houston and the Redskins. He didn't get enough carries. I mean, I could see if he had stacks and stacks and stacks of negative runs and you go away from the run. But stick with it. Why they go away from Zeke? I don't understand that. Okay. So I liked what I seen out of Cooper, Amari Cooper. All right, this one right here. Somebody please tell me, can could the coach have challenged that the whistle blew before Dak got stripped? That whistle was clearly blowing before the ball came out. He couldn't do the coach couldn't throw a challenge flag, and said the whistle blew. The play was dead. How can this be a fumble? I didn't see him challenge that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. If you DVR the game, go back and watch it. When you get under 2 minutes in the was it in the game or the first half, and just listen to it. He been there. He was saying all the faults and all the deficiencies with this offense, with them coaches. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna talk about it. When Witten called the game, when Tony Romo called the game, all the criticism, critiquing, and analysis that they're giving, because that's their job to do so. Y'all better listen. You better listen. They know what they're talking about. They know how flawed this offense really is. Really is. I already said the penalties, stop momentum, that them fans about to turn to you. They about to turn on him. Them fans are about to turn on Dak Prescott. They are about to turn on him. I heard some boos. If Dak Prescott gets sacked 5 times in a game, you better believe it that 3 times he ran right into the rusher. Somebody get through and you ain't got nowhere to go, then that's what it is. At least 2 times. One guy broke through. He was the one that sacked him. This guy did not know how to buy time in the pocket. The pocket. He did not know how to ad lib. Watch Ben Roethlisberger. Watch Aaron Rodgers. They see that pressure, and they just got that ability to still keep their eyes downfield and avoid the rush. This one guy come barreling in, and he get the sack. And he got the whole pocket. He can sidestep that guy, reset the pocket, just add live in the pocket. He just what happened? He do not have no pocket presence, no pocket skills. That happened 2 times, and the fans was getting agitated. He could learn something from watching Mariota last night. Because if you look at the college careers, they are similar. They are very, very similar. I would say good, average to good pocket throwing quarterbacks, but they can run. Mariota was getting out of that pocket. All right. This guy, whether he's being coached down or whatever, he refused to take advantage of his athleticism to put this team on his back by running if he had to make plays. Now I don't know if these coaches done coached him down that bad, that much, or he's trying to prove something to himself and letting his team down by saying, I'm gonna stay in this pocket. I'm gonna stay in this pocket. They're not gonna call me running quarterback because I'm African American. I'm gonna stay in this pocket. So that he either doing that on his own and letting himself down, or or them coaches just got him all messed up in the head. You stay in this pocket at all costs. Don't go nowhere unless the dam break. He could learn something from Mariota, Marcus Mariota, because he a pocket passer too. But if that lane open up, he is gone. We're not trying to turn you into a cam. You need to make plays with your legs. And not to ad lib in that pocket, no pocket presence. I mean, just no mental clock. You just standing there like he just have all day. Loud Collins blew assignment. The man got up off the ground, got up. Everybody else was blocked good. He couldn't and just sacked him. He couldn't feel that pressure, go to where that guy came from, reset the pocket and throw the ball. The fans is getting restless with him. I'm telling you, the fans are getting restless with him. So those was the most glaring things that I seen. But if you listen to the game, Booger McFarland, Witten, they was right. Talking about that offense, they were right. Predictable. They know you ain't gonna. They know you're not gonna attack them deep. You're not gonna attack them deep. So they confident, stacking the box because they know you ain't gonna attack them deep. Predictable. I rest my case. There's a lot of football left, but they got 8% chance, 9% chance to make the playoff by going 3-5. Where if you even it up at 4-4, you're sitting at 31. 31 is a lot better than 8. So here we go. Here we go. You want to have confidence in your team. You want to have faith in your team. You got this next stretch coming up. You got the Skins again. 2 games with Philly and the Saints. And then you know you need to be 500 after every 4 games. You fell below that mark. You 1-3 for your last 4. You got the Saints and the Rams. And I'm gonna add Carolina to the elite in the NFC. Then you got Minnesota ascending up, and then Packers. The Packers really messed up because of not the Patriots loss, but to have a chance to take the lead on the road 2 weeks ago against the Rams, they really blew that game. But you have more confidence in them than the Cowboys right now. They got 2 division teams in front of you. Too many mistakes. I mean, I've seen some downfield passes and balls that were okay, but the offense is a mess. The offense is a mess. And you sitting at 8% chance to make playoffs. So there we go. So for the week, I did pretty good. I did good. I did good. Remember, I deferred on the Thursday night game when 49ers beat the Raiders. I deferred on that game. I was 10-2. Dallas let me down, and then the Chargers beat the Seattle. And I didn't have all the I did. I was 10-2. You guys got to realize that I make my picks on Thursday or Friday. A lot of guys on your Sunday shows, they know who will be active, inactive, injuries, and everything. And I still hit 10 wins. If I knew that the Chargers running back, I can't think of his name right now. Last I heard, he was out, but he played. If I knew he was going to play, I would have picked them on the road over Seattle. That's the type of information I don't have. And I still had 10 wins. So I was 10-2. I like what I seen out of Amari Cooper. Don't like what I see out of Dak Prescott. The coaching still underwhelms. Is underwhelming, and you got an 8% chance to make the playoff. So there we go. There we go. If you come along later and watch the show, thank you uh, for your time, and I'll see you as week 10 kickoff Thursday with a big game. A big game. Carolina at Steelers. Week 10 kickoff Thursday. I'll be back here Thursday. Thank you.